Step back, another three. Puts it in. Jaylen Brown!
Hey, NBA fans. Welcome back to NBA Today Highlights, your go-to channel for the latest in NBA news, stories, and analysis. Today, we're diving into a developing situation that has Miami Heat fans on edge and Brooklyn Nets fans raising their eyebrows. Yep, we're talking about Jimmy Butler and the swirling rumors of his potential interest in joining the Brooklyn Nets. Could the Heat's beloved star actually leave South Beach? Let's get into it. We'll break down the rumors, the fan reactions, and what this could mean for both teams. Stick with us. This could shake the league. Jimmy Butler has been the face of the Miami Heat since 2019, taking the franchise back to the NBA Finals and creating unforgettable moments for Heat Nation. But as we head into this season, there's a growing question mark around his future in Miami. At 34 years old, Butler has already carved out a legendary career, but he's now at the point where he's likely seeking the last major contract of his career. We're talking a max extension. The problem: Miami's front office may not be on board. After all, Jimmy's approaching 35, and his injury history is concerning. Can the Heat afford to lock him in for several more years? Right now, the Heat haven't committed to that extension, and while Butler is expected to play out this season in Miami next summer, that could be a whole different story. If the Heat aren't willing to pay up, he might be looking at new options. Enter the Brooklyn Nets. Yep, the Brooklyn Nets, one of the few teams that could be in the mix for Jimmy Butler. Recent reports suggest that Butler is not only open to Brooklyn, he's actually fond of the idea. According to sources from the New York Post via Hoops Hype, Jimmy's feelings about Brooklyn are pretty strong. So what does that mean for Heat fans? Well, it's easy to see why they're upset. Losing Butler would be a huge blow to the team's identity, especially after all he's done to elevate Miami back to contender status. But let's not jump to conclusions just yet. For now, he's not a Net, and he might never be. However, ignoring the possibility, that could be a mistake. So why Brooklyn? Well, the Nets are one of the few teams that could afford Jimmy Butler's next big payday. Next summer, the Nets could be sitting on over $80 million in cap space. That's a lot of room to work with. If they want to make a splash, Butler could be the guy. Brooklyn is in rebuilding mode after trading away Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving. Now, they're loaded with cap space and future draft picks, which means they could be on the hunt for a new face of the franchise. Could Butler fill that role? Plus, Jimmy has a known affinity for New York City. He visits often, has partnerships with NYC-based brands, and has even expressed his love for the city. So, is Brooklyn a fit? It just might be. But let's talk about the Heat. Miami has one of the most passionate fan bases in the league, and losing Butler would be devastating. This team has been built around his grit, leadership, and winning mentality. If he walks, what happens to Miami's culture? At the same time, Pat Riley and the Heat front office have always prioritized long-term success. If Butler's injuries or age become an issue, the Heat may be hesitant to offer that max deal. In that case, letting Butler go could make sense, especially if it means they can retool for the future. But here's the catch. If Butler can stay healthy this season and continue to perform at an elite level, there's a strong chance the Heat will try to keep him. If he struggles again, though, a parting of ways seems likely. Fans have plenty to say about all this. Heat Nation, they're nervous. One fan tweeted, "If Jimmy goes to Brooklyn, we're back to rebuilding. This can't happen." Another said, "I can't imagine him in a Nets jersey." The emotions are real. Nets fans are also mixed. Some are all in, with one writing, "Butler in Brooklyn? We're contenders again." But others are a little more hesitant, saying, "Do we really want to build around a 35-year-old? It's a classic case of high risk, high reward. So, will Jimmy Butler stay in Miami, leading the Heat to another playoff run? Or could we see him make a blockbuster move to Brooklyn next summer? It all depends on how this season unfolds. What do you think? NBA fans, is Jimmy bound for Brooklyn? Or will Miami lock him down for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And as always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any breaking NBA news. Thanks for watching NBA Today Highlights. See you in the next video.